Hi, folks.
Ugh, I screwed up.
Stop. Can I say screwed?
Can I start again?
You want me to do that again?
Sam and Bella are an elderly Jewish couple that have been dating for quite a while. And they've decided it's finally time to tie the knot. But before they take this big step, they go out for dinner to discuss all the important issues like living arrangements, finances, etc. And Sam decides he's going to bring up the issue of physical intimacy. So he says, Bella, tell me, how do you feel about sex? She says, to tell you the truth, I like it infrequently. Sam thinks for a minute and says, was that one word or two?
Sarah and Esther are sitting at the kitchen table having a cup of tea. Sarah looks out the window. She sees her husband Max walking up the driveway with flowers in his hands. Says to Esther, oh my God, looks like I'm gonna have to spread my legs tonight. Esther says, why? What's the matter? You don't have a vase?
Max and Esther are an elderly couple, and one night Esther feels Max's hand on her knee, and she gets kind of excited, and a moment later Max's hand is on her ass. Can I say that? Yeah. Okay, on her ass, and she's very, very excited. And then he puts his hand between her legs, and nothing. So she rolls over and says, Max, what happened? And he says, they found the remote.
Come into the lobby, and then with your elbow, buzz me, and one of the security guards will let you in, and then go to the elevator and buzz number 18 with your elbow. And when you get out, make a left turn and go down to 1806. And with your elbow, you'll buzz me and I'll come and open the door. He goes, okay, Bobby, but I'll just use my finger. I don't have to use my elbow. She goes, what? You're gonna come empty-handed?
An angel awaited them to show them around the place. Their first stop was a beautifully appointed condominium, full of everything that anyone would want. And Morty said to the angel, so, what's this gonna cost me? The angel looked at him with a wonderful smile and said, Morty, this is heaven. It's free. Come and see the view. They went to the floor-to-ceiling windows and looked out, and in front of them was a magnificent golf course. World class. And the angel said, this is accessible to you, Morty. And again, Morty looked at her and said, come on, this is too good to be true. How much is this gonna cost me? And the angel said, Morty, this is heaven. It's free. He looked over at his darling wife, gave her a jab in the elbow and said, Oy, Estelle, you and your verstunken bran muffins, we could have been here 10 years ago.
Why did the bar mitzvah boy forget his reading on the bima?
He was terrified.
Oh. How do you keep people from stealing your bagels?
Put locks in them.
What did the affectionate father read from on Passover?
How about a Haggadah?
A Haggadah? I'd love to.
So this young rabbi is just thrilled to be assigned a congregation in downtown Toronto. And unfortunately, the shul's been vacant for some time. As he turns the key and opens the door, he realizes that the place has become infested with mice. So he leaves and he calls the senior rabbi and says, Rabbi, what do I do? What am I gonna do with this? And the rabbi says to him, relax. You'll teach them all their portions, give them a bar mitzvah, and you'll never see them again.
Two old duffers sitting in their club in London. One says to the other, been to India? He says, of course. He says, hunt Bengal tiger? He says, indeed I did. Must be exciting. He says, very exciting.
He says, you're crawling through the underbrush in the jungle. The beaters are beating the floor. You're holding your trusty Mauser in your hand. All of a sudden, two green beady eyes looking out at you from the underbrush. And then, wow! He says, I say, I wet my pants. He says, not surprising you'd wet your pants with a tiger leaping out at you. No. Just now when I went, no!
Einmal ist ein Mann gegangen spazieren.
One day, a man went for a walk.
Mit einmal hat ein Auto geklappt.
All of a sudden, he was hit by a car.
Ist zurückgekommen vom Doktor und die Weib hat gesagt, was hat der Doktor gesagt?
He came home from the doctor, and his wife said, so, what did the doctor say?
Was hat der Doktor gesagt? Der Doktor hat gesagt, ich habe ein Flucky.
He said, I have a flucky.
A flucky? Oi, weiß mir. Was ist das? Was tut man für ein Flucky?
What do you do for a flucky?
Ich weiß nicht. Ich habe vergessen zu fragen.
I don't know. I forgot to ask him.
Die Weib ist gewesen, so zu nehmen, als sie ist rausgelaufen zu die Schachente.
The wife was so nervous that she ran out to the neighbors.
Die erste Schachente hat sie gefragt, was tut man für ein Flucky?
She asked the first neighbor, what do you do for a flucky?
Oh, für ein Flucky legt man auf kalte.
Oh, she said, for a flucky, you put cold on.
Die zweite Schachente sagt, nein, man legt darauf heiß auf ein Flucky.
The second neighbor said, no, you put heat on a flucky.
Heiß, kalt. Ich weiß nicht, was zu tun.
Oh, heat, cold, I don't know what to do.
Sein Weib hat abgefahren den Doktor und gefragt, was ist denn mehr mit meinem Mann?
So she called the doctor herself and she said, what's wrong with my husband?
Der Doktor sagt, ich habe ihm gesagt, gar nicht ist mehr.
The doctor said, I told him nothing is wrong. He got off lucky.